World Cup officially begins. 48 teams, 104 matches, 3 countries, in the eyes of 3 billion people, all focused on one sport. If you're watching football for the first time or trying to figure out WHO to actually watch, you've come to the right place. Today I'm giving you 5 teams you absolutely cannot miss, the giants of world football that could shock everyone and make this the most dramatic World Cup ever. Argentina, the defending champions. Let's start with the team that carries the weight of the entire planet on its shoulders. Argentina, the defending champions, winners of the last World Cup in Qatar 2022, and the team built around one man, Lionel Messi. Here is what you need to understand about Messi. He is widely considered the greatest footballer who ever lived, and at 38 years old, this World Cup is almost certainly his last. The greatest player in history, his final tournament on the biggest stage in sport. Argentina hasn't successfully defended the World Cup title since Brazil did it in 1962, over 60 years ago. Their squad is stacked. Julian Alvarez, Lautaro Martinez, Enzo Fernandez. But everything runs through Messi. When Argentina play, the world watches. When Messi touches the ball, the world holds its breath. If you watch nothing else this World Cup, watch Argentina, watch Messi, watch a living legend write the final chapter of the greatest career football has ever seen. Brazil, the most successful nation in history. If Argentina is the story of one player, Brazil is the story of an entire footballing identity. 5 World Cup titles, more than any nation on earth. 1,958, 1,962, 1,970, 1,994, 2002. And they have appeared at every single World Cup, all 22, without missing one. But here's the tension. Brazil haven't won the World Cup since 2002, 24 years of hurt for the most decorated nation in the tournament's history. Their attack is led by Vinicius Jr., one of the most electric, unpredictable players alive. Add Rafinha and one of the deepest squads at the tournament, and you have a team that plays football that is genuinely beautiful to watch. And here's a built-in storyline from day one, Brazil's first group match against Morocco. The dark horse we'll talk about in a moment. That single match is worth the price of admission alone. Spain FIFA World Ranking has owned. If you ask the world's football experts right now to name one team as the favorite, most of them would say Spain. Currently ranked number 1 in the world by FIFA, winners of the 2024 European Championship. And they arrive at this World Cup as arguably the hottest team on the planet. What makes Spain special isn't just results, it's how they play. Short, quick, intelligent passing football that suffocates opponents. When Spain are at their best, the other team barely touches the ball. And their squad is terrifyingly young. Lamine Yamal, 17 years old, is already one of the most dangerous attackers in world football. Pedri, Gavi, Nico Williams. A generation of talent playing like it's art. Spain haven't won the World Cup since 2010. But the way this squad is playing right now, many believe this is their best chance since then. The favorites, the number 1s, and genuinely the most entertaining team to watch in this entire tournament. And now the team that brings the most drama, the most heartbreak, and the most passionate fan base in world football. England, 1 World Cup title, 1,966 years ago, on home soil. In 6 decades since England have had incredible players, and in almost every major tournament, something has gone wrong. Penalties, last-minute goals, near misses that broke millions of hearts. But this squad, Jude Bellingham at 21, already one of the best midfielders on the planet, how they come in as third favorites. The question isn't whether England have the talent anymore. The question is, can they finally do it? 60 years of hurt, a nation desperate for glory, and a genuine belief this time that it's finally coming home. England games are never boring. Win brilliantly or collapse dramatically, you will feel something that I guarantee. Portugal Ronaldo's final chapter, and speaking of last dances, we need to talk about Portugal. Because if Messi's story is the most emotional narrative of think, is World Cup. The other side of that coin has a name, Cristiano Ronaldo. At 41 years old, Ronaldo is playing in his 6th World Cup. No man in history has ever appeared at 6 World Cups, not one. He is making history just by being here. Ronaldo and Messi have spent 20 years in the greatest rivalry football has ever seen. The debate over who is the better player has filled every sports channel, every argument in every pub, every dinner table conversation for 2 decades. Messi won the World Cup in 2022. The one trophy Ronaldo has never won. And this is almost certainly his last chance to match him. Portugal are not just a one-man team, though. They are ranked 5th in the world and are reigning Nations League champions. They beat Spain on penalties in the 2025 final. Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Rafael Leão. This is a squad packed with world-class talent. Their coach, Roberto Martinez, said before the tournament, "Considering the talent and spirit of our group, we can all dream." And with Ronaldo chasing the only trophy that has always escaped him on what is almost certainly his final stage, Portugal will be one. Of the most watched teams of this entire World Cup, Messi versus Ronaldo, Argentina versus Portugal, both chasing history. If those 2 teams meet, it could be the greatest match in World Cup. So now you know the teams to watch for. Since the World Cup has started, and now you have your teams, your stories, your reasons to watch. This channel is going to be with you every single step of the way, from opening match all the way to the final.